right, we'll keep it rolling now with some more matchups here. How about the Thunder and the Jazz? We'll start with OKC, who really kind of struggled a bit down the stretch, but still secured at least the 4 seed.
And I have a problem with this Thunder team, Tom, and I've had a problem with them all season long because I don't think that they're very good. I think that this Thunder team is one of the more overrated teams in the entire NBA, and they get by on the fact that they roast bad basketball teams. They don't actually perform all that well against good teams. They have a terrible record against good basketball teams this year, unless they're the Golden State Warriors, which doesn't really make a lot of sense that they're bad against everyone else except the Warriors. But at the same time, they have Paul George, they have Russell Westbrook, they have Steven Adams, and they have Carmelo Anthony. This is a team that has more talent on it than arguably any other team outside of the Golden State Warriors in terms of name talent, maybe not on the court talent. But their biggest factor this year is going to be Carmelo Anthony because he's been a disaster this year. I don't want to beat around the bush. Carmelo Anthony has been bad this year. He's shooting terrible from 3. His overall shooting percentage has been bad. He doesn't really seem to be convinced that this team works or that he likes playing there. But he said that he's accepted his role. I'm not convinced. I call BS. I think Carmelo Anthony is going to try to play hero ball throughout the entire playoffs. He doesn't play defense. He can't. I'm not on the Melo bandwagon this year. I think he's been one of the worst players in basketball.
Put up some nice points, but he's taking quite a few shots.
He takes so many shots, and it's weird. Why isn't Paul George shooting more? Like, his shot went out because Carmelo Anthony was shooting too much. I think this Thunder team is in big, big trouble.
All right, let's keep it going then. Let's get to the Utah Jazz then. They will face the Thunder, and go figure, Utah's the 5 seed this year, which no one really expected.
I am so high on this Jazz team going into the playoffs, and you're right, no one expected it because they lose the best player on the entire team in Gordon Hayward, and they get better. Their record improves because of Donovan freaking Mitchell, who has been, I'm sorry, he's been the Rookie of the Year. I'm sorry, this whole Ben Simmons, is he a rookie, is he not a rookie, whatever. I'm sorry.
First off, he is
a rookie. I know, and I'll condone to the NBA rule book, but it's a shame that Ben Simmons is going to win Rookie of the Year this year because Donovan Mitchell has defined the Western Conference this year. He's turned it completely on his head. Every single night, he has completely turned the league on his head. I know James Harden's been great. We expected James Harden to be great. We did not expect Donovan Mitchell to end up being one of the 5 to 6 best point guards in all of basketball this year. I know that Ben Simmons is going to win Rookie of the Year, but Donovan Mitchell should be the Rookie of the Year, and he is a huge, huge matchup coming up against Russell Westbrook in what will define this entire series.
All right, Thunder Jazz then, Harris. Who do you have?
I'm going with the upset. I think that the Jazz are going to win this one in 6. I figured you would. Because another guy I didn't mention.
Upset based on seedings.
One person I didn't mention, if you look at the overall matchup and how these two teams face off against each other, Rudy Gobert is Russell Westbrook's worst nightmare. No one in the NBA clogs the lane and covers the rim as well as Rudy Gobert does. He's my pick for Defensive Player of the Year this year, and he is going to make sure that Russell Westbrook gets shut down as fast as possible.